Bosha! What is good, guys? It is your boy SoTeeko, and we are back on the block today for Miscellaneous Monday. Today, as voted by you guys in the community tab, we're going to be doing a fan fiction, and in today's video, it's going to be a lot more intimate than a typical fan fiction will be, with moving pictures, videos, images, all that jazz, just because of time constraints and all that. But today we have a fun fan fiction. This stems from last night's discussion during the recording of episode 21 for the Archives podcast, which does come out on Wednesday. Star Wars The Archives podcast at Star Wars TAP on Instagram and Twitter. Check it out on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. Star Wars The Archives podcast. And last night we talked a little bit about what if Palpatine lost the election to become the Chancellor. And that instantly got my mind racing. That got my mind turning and churning. And I wanted to know what would happen if that never happened. And you have to start from the beginning. So everything leads up to that event. Anakin's already with Qui-Gon. Darth Maul has already fought Qui-Gon, so the Sith have been unveiled. And then this is right before the Battle of Naboo. So I believe that the Battle of Naboo still happens. I don't believe that Darth Maul resurfaces, though. I believe that Sidious, being Palpatine, and Maul go back in hiding, and instead of trying to take over the Republic, I think that Sidious with Maul, with potentially Dooku, I think they take full control of the Separatists and they reform the Sith Empire. Now, you have to put it in perspective that this was in no way, shape, or form Palpatine's plan. This was Plagueis's plan. So Plagueis would still be alive in this sense too. And I think Plagueis would have a huge say in what goes on. Now, Plagueis was all about playing the long game. We don't know if there was a failsafe. We don't know if there was a backup plan for this plan to get Palpatine into the Chancellorship. But I would assume that they had some sort of a backup plan. And in this video, we're just going to be talking about what I would do. How I would phrase this backup plan. So I think the backup plan would be to join the Separatists, take over the Separatists. And at that stage, you know, Sifo Dyas would put in the order for the clones anyways. And I believe that because Palpatine's not pulling both strings, I believe that the Separatists would actually win the Clone Wars. Genuinely. Because if Palpatine didn't purposefully nerf the Separatists, if Palpatine didn't tell Dooku, hey, don't deploy that many troops, don't deploy that many droids, don't send that many out there. You know, we need to give these idiots, we need to give these Republic martyrs, these Republic fools, a inclination that they're going to win. So at the last second, when we pull the rope behind their back, they're not going to expect it. So Dooku was like, yeah, that's a good plan. But if Palpatine didn't nerf the Separatists, I mean, the droid to clone ratio was what? 10 droids to 1 clone? 1,000 droids to 1 Jedi? Like, that can be multiplied by 10. It could be 100 droids to 1 clone. It could be 10,000 droids to 1 Jedi. And in that sense, I think the Republic does get overwhelmed, genuinely. So, with all this war going on, with all this war happening, the Separatists, they win the war. They get to secede from the Republic. Because that's what it was about. That's what it was about. It wasn't about who has control over the Republic. It's the Separatists want to leave the Republic and start their own coalition, start their own alliance. And it worked. It worked. I think that the Separatists would win the war. I think they would reestablish the Sith Empire. And it would make people seriously doubt the Republic. And with the Sith Empire being back and the Republic being back, you're only going to get more war, right? So even though Palpatine would have lost the election, I still think that they're gaining something here because they're bringing the Sith back, right? They're the Grand Army of the Sith. With maybe they don't, outgrow the rule of 2. Maybe the rule of 2 stays intact. I think it would be intact. But I do think that this is probably the best case scenario for Palpatine losing the election. Now, who would win the election? It doesn't matter if it's Bail Antilles of Alderaan or whomever. But I think it does go to show, though, that literally one minor change can cause a completely different galaxy, a completely different future. One tiny change. And that's what I love about the butterfly effect, and especially in a canon like Star Wars, is because you make one tiny ounce of change and the galaxy as a whole is just never the same. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think would happen if Palpatine had lost the election? That's what I think would happen. Do you think that the Separatists would go on to win the war? Do you think that the Jedi would somehow smell it out? Do you think Qui-Gon would still be alive? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you guys have any other fan fictions that you'd like me to cover or talk about, leave those in the comment section as well. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your friends if you enjoyed. And above all else, guys, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me and hope you guys enjoy this new plethora and this new kind of content that I'm rocking with. I just want you guys to know that I'm very happy doing it. I'm very happy making it. And there hasn't been a day that I've regretted changing up from a kind of content that I wasn't really happy making to a kind of content that I am happy making. I have work tonight, and I'm probably going to get off pretty late because it is the football national championship. But beyond that, I have the next couple of days off, so I do want to do a couple of impromptu writing streams here on YouTube. So tomorrow is a gaming upload day, but I'm also scheduled to write a couple of pages of my book, so I might stream here on YouTube and be chilling, writing my book, doing like a little Q&A, ask me anything about Star Wars kind of thing. But if you guys are interested in that, definitely come through. And don't forget that you guys are wonderful people, and I hope you guys have a great start to the new year. We're 1 week in now, and it's time to get real. So with peace, knowledge, and serenity, may the Force be with you, because I am out. Peace.